The snow will be out of the forecast for the first pitch. I think it's about time, don't you?
I saw the snowflakes this morning.
Yeah, nothing big, you know, just a little cruel April Fool's joke on the part of Mother Nature. But we're going to try to work on this, especially heading for the back half of the weekend. But a slow start to the weekend, somewhat. Let's get right to it. And we're going to take a peek at the view at Wilson at noontime today, up near the south shore of Lake Ontario. And notice that there's a little bit of limited sunshine breaking out up along the south shore of Lake Ontario. Still some high clouds in place up there, but the clouds actually are going to start to thin from north to south across the area this afternoon. So those breaks in the clouds that we talked about back on Wake Up earlier this morning, yeah, they're heading our way. It's always good to see the sunshine, and we're going to try to sneak a little bit of that into the forecast, at least for this afternoon. Heading further south, looks like the clouds may be starting to thin a bit even over the town of Amherst at SUNY Buffalo, overlooking the town of Amherst right now. Looks like the lower clouds are starting to scour out a little bit. As we take a look at radar, well, we had the swath of very light snow and some mixed rain worked out across the area this morning. It was pretty solid earlier today during the morning hours, working from north to south across the Niagara Frontier, now sinking southward into the southern tier areas. And there's still some of this light snow coming down, especially across some of the higher terrain down in this direction. At most, you might get a light coating out of it, not that 1 to 3 inch snowfall that we had around here yesterday. That's the good news. But the precip is ending, at least from Buffalo northward. In fact, maybe even from the south towns northward now. And that's going to be the trend for the afternoon. We have drier conditions working back into the picture from the north. As we take a look at airport weather observations, still a report of a light rain shower at the Buffalo airport as of the top of the hour, but I wouldn't be surprised if that has ended already by now. A little bit of light snow still being reported at the Dash SN down here at Wellsville and also at Brantford, a little bit of light fog in the mix. And the Dash RA over here toward Rochester is a light rain shower. As you can see, the stations upwind, north and west, are not reporting any precipitation. Super microcast. As we work through this Friday afternoon, you can see the limited light snow and rain winding down south and east of the city. And the computers, at least the past couple runs, have been suggesting fairly strongly that at least the clouds would start to thin out in the far western counties. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these breaks in the cloud cover even down along the Pennsylvania line, maybe by mid to late afternoon, as some of that drier air starts to work back into the region. As we get into the overnight, a pretty uneventful night shaping up. If you're heading out of the town tonight, no major weather hassles to contend with. Partly cloudy skies, pretty quiet out there. And as we get into Saturday, the clouds will start to gather again as we work through the day. In fact, we may sneak in a little bit of sun at least early on before the clouds increase. And during the afternoon, we could catch a few more scattered rain or wet snow showers. I think we'll probably just catch rain showers across the Niagara Frontier. If anything falls across the higher terrain, there's a chance of it coming down in the form of maybe some wet snow. And then that kicks out of here. Skies become partly sunny as we get into Sunday. High temp forecast, 42 from the Falls this afternoon. Generally low 40s in the Tonawanda, Amherst, Clarence, and down through Lancaster. Maybe some spots, maybe even to the mid-40s, depending on how much sun breaks out up north. And the temperature's a little bit chillier down here toward the Pennsylvania line, some mid to upper 30s. Same goes for Jamestown with 38 and around 40 or maybe into the low 40s even at Hamburg Orchard Park in West Seneca this afternoon. It is 40 already at the Falls, 35 at Buffalo, 34 down there at Jamestown, and 31 at Bradford. Sunset time coming up at 7:42 for this afternoon. The light rain and snow diminishing east and south of the city. Then some partial clearing, and the high temp 39 to 44. For the overnight, partly cloudy, down to 24 in the interior to about 30 degrees in the city. Then tomorrow, mostly to partly cloudy skies, breezy, chance of a few showers in the afternoon. There could be some wet snowflakes mixed in the higher terrain again, 38 to 43. But on Sunday, becoming partly sunny, a milder day, 43 to 47. It looks like a soaking rain, at least early on Monday. The rain may diminish for a period during the day and then increase getting into Monday night. We're going to be watching a flooding potential maybe early next week. Some of that rain could be heavy, at least for a period of time, with temperatures into the 50s. And, of course, meteorologist Don Paul will have more details coming up this evening, and Amelia will be here over the weekend.